Hello my dear students, welcome back to effects of electric current. So last time you know that I have already introduced to you the basics of what is magnetic effect of electric current as well as what is the difference between the electromagnetic induction. So today let us learn about in detail about the magnetic effect of electric current. How are the magnetic field lines when the current is passing and how is the direction of the magnetic field lines. Fine. So let us see what is there ahead. So this is Oersted experiment. So this experiment was done by Hans Christian Oersted. If you remember, last time I have mentioned to you about Hans Christian Oersted. Okay. So what he did, he set up an experiment to perform to find out how is the direction of the current, direction of the magnetic field. Sorry. So what he did, he took the stands. Okay. Then he took here the battery. Okay. Then he took a wire and a key. And then what he did, he just switched on the key. He pressed the key and try to find out what is exactly happening in the magnetic needle. So once he pressed the key, okay, what happened is that the current started flowing from positive to negative. Okay, so you can see here in this case, wherever positive is there, the current will start flowing from positive to negative. And once the current started flowing through the wire, the magnetic needle started deflecting. Okay, so from this he later on said that it is, he came to know that there is the current is producing the magnetic field. Fine. So he tried to define this experiment or this phenomenon what he discovered. So what he said that it is the phenomenon of generation of magnetic field, okay, when the current is passed through the conductor. Very simple. Okay, the phenomenon of generation of magnetic field in the conductor when the current is passed through it. You can see over here the phenomenon of generation of magnetic field around the conductor when a current is passed through it. This phenomenon was discovered by him in 1820, when I was not there and when you were also not there. So remember students, it was discovered in 1820. So it was simple experiment which was done by him. So remember what he said. He said it is the phenomenon of generation of magnetic field around the conductor. Suppose this is the conductor. So it is the generation of the magnetic field around the conductor when current is passed through it. Fine. So this is how he tried to define the magnetic effect of electric current. Fine. So now let us see what he did the next. So his curiosity started increasing. Okay, so he wanted to know some more things about the magnetic field. So he did another experiment. So what he did, he now took a straight current carrying conductor. So suppose this is a conductor or a wire. Remember students, conductor means nothing but a wire. Fine. So what he did, he took one stand, he took the key, okay, and he took one cardboard, and through that cardboard he tried to pass the wire. Suppose now this is a cardboard. Let's suppose this is the cardboard. So what he did is that he just made a hole in the center of the cardboard, and through this he passed the conductor. Okay, and then he made the connection with the battery and the key. Okay, fine. So now he just wanted to know at that particular point how is the magnetic field. So he just wanted to know what is the direction of the magnetic field. So what he did is that after making this arrangement, this setup, how it is shown here in this diagram, he tried to connect all these things, and finally just wanted to know whether the magnetic field is generated or not. For that he used what here? Iron filings. You know, iron is a magnetic material. So to find out the magnetic field, he used the iron filings. And when he just pressed the key, he found that, you know, these iron filings were, you can see over here, iron filings were arranged in the form of concentric circles around the conductor. Okay, so you can see over here the current is flowing in the upward direction here, like this, correct? Now the current is flowing, that is from the positive to negative. Remember students, current always flows from positive to negative. So you can see the battery over here. When the current was switched on, that means the key was switched on, you know, the current started passing in the upward direction. Okay, and when it was passing through the cardboard, you can see in the first picture and comparison in the second picture, you could see that the iron filings, which are just roughly kept on the cardboard, they started to arrange them in concentric circles. At the same time they made themselves in the form of concentric circles. Fine. So now he found that there is a magnetic field, and you know, when the current is passing, magnetic field has been generated. But this magnetic field now was in the form of concentric circles. Now again there was a question. Now concentric circles, if it was like this, small, then little larger, little larger, little larger, till there was a magnetic field. The space wherever there is magnetic field, till that space, all these iron filings were arranged in the form of concentric circles. So these concentric circles, okay, but still Oersted could not know what was the direction of the magnetic field lines. Now we know that in a bar magnet, how is the direction of the magnetic field? You know that if this is the suppose this is the magnet, okay, and this is its north, this is its south. So you know that the magnetic field line starts from north, travels from north till south, okay, outside the magnet. So it starts from north and ends in the south. Okay, and inside the magnet it travels from south and goes out till north. Okay, so in this way is the direction of the magnetic field lines. But what in the case of concentric circles? The concentric circles, it can be, there was a it can be in two directions. Like suppose you consider a clock. Clock comes like this, correct? Now clockwise direction is this way, correct, and anti-clockwise is this way. So concentric circle direction also can be, magnetic field direction also can be either in the clockwise direction or it can be in the anti-clockwise direction, right? So it will be in this manner, like this, correct? So what is exactly then the direction of the magnetic field? Fine. So it was not known at that time, but it could be found out, correct? Can you find out how is the direction of the magnetic field? What can you use here? Okay, you can see when the current is flowing in the upward direction, you can see the pointer there, which shows that the direction of the current is in the upward direction. So the magnetic field lines can be either like this or it can be this way, correct? So what can be done here? You can use a magnetic needle to find out how is the direction of the magnetic field, because last time I have told you how the direction of the magnetic field of a bar magnet would be found. The same way here also, if you keep a magnetic needle, you can easily find out the direction of the magnetic field. Fine, but is will the magnetic needle available all the time? No. So there has to be something else so that we can easily find out what is the direction of the magnetic field. So you can see over here in this video, when the current was passed what was happening. The current flows from positive to negative. Okay, you could see that the iron filings which were just roughly placed, they could arrange themselves in the concentric circles, but we don't know exactly the direction of the magnetic field. So for this there was an invention of the right hand thumb rule. Okay, so there was invention of the right hand thumb rule. Now how does this right hand thumb rule acts? Okay, so now let us proceed and come to know how this right hand thumb rule acts, and how from right hand thumb rule we can come to know the direction of the magnetic field. It is very simple. So it is very simple. So what you have to do is that just take see this drawing or picture here. Okay, here it is the right hand. So whenever you are also doing, you can also try to find out the direction of the current. Okay, now the direction of the current is along the thumb. Imagine that you are holding a conductor. Now let's suppose I will hold a conductor like this in my right hand. So this is my right hand. So whenever you are seeing this video, you can also try this. What can be the direction of the magnetic field? So imagine that you held in your right hand a conductor, straight current carrying conductor. Imagine that this is a straight current carrying conductor and you are holding it in your right hand. So such that, now here there is a condition, such that the thumb is stretched along the length of the conductor. The thumb is stretched along the length of the conductor, and the curled fingers, okay, shows the direction of the magnetic field. Then what will happen? So if the thumb points towards the direction of the current, then the curled fingers will be showing the direction of the magnetic field. So simple, right? So you can also try this. Now here you cannot it's a mirror image, so my right hand looks like my left hand here. So so what you have to do is that you have to okay, I will try. No, so I will not try. So what you have to do is that you have to just hold the conductor in your right hand, and then the curled fingers will show you the direction of the magnetic field. So, and the rule is very simple. You just have to imagine that you are holding a conductor. Don't hold a conductor. You can use either a pen or pencil as if it is a conductor. So you don't take a conductor or a wire in your hand and try to find out, okay mummy, I am going to tell you today how is the direction of the magnetic field, and just take the live wire in your hand. No, my dear students, you have to imagine here. Or you can take any plastic scale or any pencil and do and try yourself. Fine. So so here is the rule. Imagine a conductor to be held in the right hand such that if the thumb is stretched along the length and the fingers are curled around it, okay, if the thumb points the direction, then a direction of the current, then the curled fingers represent the direction of the associated magnetic field lines. Isn't it simple? Very simple, right? So now this was easy because the current was in the upward direction. Now the same current, that means now the battery in the circuit wherever was positive, now if you just tilt the battery, just change the direction of the current, that means a positive is here and negative is here. Sorry, positive was okay, so positive was here earlier and negative was here, so the current was flowing in this direction. Now suppose the positive is this side and negative is this side, the current will be flowing from the downward direction like this. So in that case, how can be the direction of the magnetic field? Simple. What you have to do is that hold a conductor like this in your right hand again, and thumb you have to place it in the downward direction. Okay, so that you will come to know the exact direction of the magnetic field. So it is also very simple. In the downward direction also you can try to find out the direction of the magnetic field. So you can see over here in this case where the right hand is held down like this to show you the thumb is pointing the direction of the current and the curled finger shows you the direction of the magnetic field. Fine. So now this is my right hand. Okay, so if I just do it like this, the current will be flowing in this direction. Okay, the thumb is pointing towards downward direction and the curled finger shows the direction of the magnetic field. So you can see over here in this clearly you can see that the direction of the magnetic field is in this direction. So you can see easily. So this is how he tried to find out the direction of the magnetic field when he used a straight current carrying conductor. Okay, fine. Now this was a straight current carrying conductor. Now if suppose this conductor is made in the form of a loop, what will happen? Okay, so let us try to find out that, but in the next video. So till then students, bye and thank you.